Hi everyone, it's Emily, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Let's Play on my new Animal Crossing island. We're just here for Tom Nook's announcement, so I'll let you feel free to pause and read that if you'd like. But today the plan is to try and get that DIY workshop done, which I was being told about in the last episode, and then just kind of have a play, see where we go. I'd like to try and collect some materials as well, so hopefully I'll be able to do some of that so that I can get started with crafting new stuff. And please make sure to leave me a like on this video so that I know you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below and make sure that you're subscribed so that you won't miss my next video. So I have a letter in my mailbox and it's from my mum. Let's see what she sent me. Oh, okay, perfect. So she gave us some oranges. So hopefully as soon as I get a shovel, I'll be able to plant those. So I went and found Sherry because I wanted to try and talk to both of my villagers. And here she is. And then she suggested as well that I should go to the DIY workshop. So that's definitely something I should do. I just wanted to quickly gather up some of those branches. And then we meet Tom Nook and they now have this resident services tent. And poor Timmy and Tommy are just stuck up in there because I was actually recording this quite late at night, so they're not really allowed out. I don't think after a certain time they kind of stay inside the tent. And then he introduces me to this box, which is really helpful at first. It's a great place to get new items and just some of those little small materials as well you can get in there. However, I do feel like later on in the game that box becomes less and less useful. So I signed up for his workshop, and the first thing which we get to make is a fishing rod. So yes, crafting is nice and simple, and then he went ahead and gave me some new recipes which come with that DIY recipes app. Awesome, so what it means is that now I can actually learn those DIY recipes which I've been holding on to. And then what I wanted to do was quickly turn some of those reeds I had into leaf umbrellas because they sell for a bit more if you can craft them into something first. And then I came to Timmy and he showed me what he had in his shop, but none of that was really of interest to me at the time. And then I went ahead and sold what I had, which is the first time I made bells in this game, 700, so that's a really great start to earn some bells. And he gave me some new recipes as well, so I have the fire and then the fire pit. Now I wanted to grab some extra branches, but only on my way I saw Rold was in his tent, so I did decide to stop off and say hi to him. I love him, he's actually very cute and he's definitely growing on me really fast. And then the reason why I was trying to collect some of these branches is so that I will have enough to make the net, because I would really like to do some bug catching as well as fishing. Now the bulletin board, I wanted to create a post for, my first proper day on the island and first time playing, but normally when I'm making posts I will have the actual switch in my hands and you can draw directly onto the screen and it makes drawing so much easier. But actually, because of how I record it, the switch is kind of in its port, so all I was holding on to was the Joy-Cons, so it was quite tricky to get these drawings to really work, but I did my best. I tried to draw stars, which I thought were a pretty simple shape to work with, and I think it turned out okay in the end. As you can see, it was tricky because sometimes I would go to draw and then I'd get the wrong angle, but I just had to move nice and slowly and in the end I got some stars that I was happy with. And it's really nice to leave a bulletin board message, because when you scroll back through all of the posts that get put on there, it will be nice to see your own ones occasionally. And of course you get some miles for making your very first bulletin board post, which is always exciting because I am trying to save up to get that loan paid off. And here I go, I get to make my own nets. So I'm now going to just spend some time doing bug and fish catching. There was a moth right outside of resident services, so I was able to catch that really easily. And I will say I'm going to narrow down this footage into my successful catches, because there were definitely quite a few unsuccessful catches, especially with fishing. I really struggle playing fishing when I can't hear the sound. And so I think if I'm going to do fishing, I might have to do it when I'm not recording, so that I can turn the volume right up and hear what I'm doing, and hopefully that will just make it a bit easier for me to be able to catch some fishes. But you'll see that I still did okay. And I caught a butterfly fish, which is one of my favourite fishes in the whole game. I think those are so pretty. And right here I'm going for this drone beetle. And yes, we got it. Shouldn't have more propellers. And of course, I also realised that I would have to give most of these fishes and bugs up to blavers, because I do want to try and complete my museum on this island. So because I knew that I was going to have to give them to him, I also did some cherry picking so that I would have another way to still make money this day. And right here I caught a boot. I was so excited that I thought I would have caught a fish, but it was actually just a boot, and the boot DIY recipe isn't that interesting to me. And then there we go, another butterfly fish. So that was all that I was able to catch, so I took it straight into Tom Nook and I decided to give him these creatures. So he was excited about this, and he actually said that he was going to send this away to his old friend, who, if we've played before, we know is Blavers, the museum curator. So I agreed that he could take that. It was the zebra turkey fish that he took, and in exchange he gave me the Cryptopedia app, which is really cool because it lets you know how much you've caught. And then I gave him all of my other fishes as well, and he, in exchange for those, gave me the recipe for the axe, which is what I've just crafted, as well as the watering can and some flowers. And then all of these duplicates I'm going to sell. And this really bumped me up in the amount of bells I had. That was like 5,000 bells all at once, so that was pretty cool. I was pleased with that. And so I'm going to use my new axe now to start to gather some materials. So I'm just starting out by shaking trees so that I know that I won't get attacked by wasps, and then I'm coming through and hitting them with the axe to start to gather up some of these materials. And you'll see I was able to collect quite a nice amount of wood, which I was really pleased with. Especially in the beginnings of this game, wood is so important to start to collect. Here I am just planting down flowers, which he gave me, which I'm excited for once those start to grow, so that I will have some lovely red roses. But yes, wood is going to be really important because it's used for nearly all of those original crafting recipes. And once I was done, I had caught a wasp whilst I was doing that job, because I went through all the trees on my whole island, so I got a lot of wood coming out. But I also found a wasp, which I decided to run back to Tom Nook quickly. and this was actually the 5th bug which I caught, or the 5th creature, which is awesome because once you give him your 5th animal, he will ring up or receive this phone call from Blavers, which I was so excited about. I was really pleased to have unlocked him. So Tom Nook has received 5 specimens, and so Blavers says that he will come over to our island so that he can look at more of these creatures that I will catch for him, which is so exciting. And Tom Nook actually gives me the tent, so I'm going to be choosing where I put him, although I think that is a job that I will do in the next episode, is choosing where I would like to put Blavers' tent. It's always exciting because the museum is definitely one of my favourite features in the game. I think it's super cool. And with all of that wood chopping, I now have enough to also craft myself this watering can. And then I just saw how much wood did I have left, and I found that I also had enough to get myself another axe, as well as this super cute little birdhouse, which I really like that one. And again, I got some lovely Nook miles. So yes, I also found some furniture. I found a snow globe that fell out of a tree. And as you can see, my Cryptopedia is doing very nicely. We've got 3 bugs and a couple of fish. And then I just had a quick look at this ABD, or this Nook Stop terminal. And Tom Nook is just quickly explaining to me how it works. Although I don't think at the moment there is a lot I'm going to get because I'm saving up my miles to pay off my loan. Whereas I don't really want to spend them on items just yet until I have enough to pay off my first home loan. And I think this is where I'm going to end the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me do some of that fish catching. I had a really good time. So thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to leave me a like and give me a comment down below, and don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed so that you won't miss my next video. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!